This is Music with Mason, joined with us. It's Wyvern. Wyvern.
You heard the cries coming from the mouths of starving children. They survived the night, but they shouldn't have to live through this experience.
Close. We had this conversation too with the band that I just interviewed. Wyvern and Wyvern, I know. Weezer.
Somebody called us Weezer.
But yeah, how are you guys doing?
Good. Feeling great.
Feeling good as well. Sorry I interrupted.
Feeling good.
Fucking awesome. All right, so Wyvern, you guys are based out of Rock Island, metal band, of course. You're known for your songs "Let 'Em Fly," "Flaw in the Plan," and "Never Lifting Hand." So, I just want to point out, how long have you guys been a band?
7 months since about December.
All right, and you guys have just been sticking it together. Your bass player is not with us, unfortunately. He had to go. So
Yeah,
we got the best band. We got the best parts of the band, though. So
Forget about the bass.
yeah.
He could play the kazoo, and we'd probably be better if he was playing the kazoo. No, I'm just kidding, Zach. I love you, buddy.
He's gonna be watching this later, isn't he?
No, we love you, Zach.
So your first show was played at the Hilltop Hotel.
Closet.
The Hilltop Closet. I'm sorry. That's Davenport, right?
Yeah, it's about from where we're sitting right now. If you go up the hill and just left a little bit, about 2 minutes away.
And what was it like just being at your first show?
Oh, dude, it was crazy because that venue is like a hole in the wall, like a DIY venue, and it was crazy because our very first show we pulled in this little closet, we probably had 60 people shoulder to shoulder in there just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, dude.
And it was crazy. Definitely amazing for a first show.
First show to remember, that's for damn sure. It was a lot of fun.
Right on. And you guys played alongside Harp, the Houseflies, and Fungal Mass.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was it like playing with one of the first bands that you've ever played alongside of?
We got extremely close with Fungal Mass. Us
From
and
that
Fungal
show.
Mass.
Leaf's here tonight.
You're wearing the Fungal Mass shirt?
Yeah, he's
yeah.
wearing a Fungal Mass shirt.
Leaf,
Those guys.
their drummer, is even here tonight.
That's right. He's here.
Yep, somewhere. He might
We
float
just,
around.
but we just clicked with them.
It's
off
'cause
off the start.
That first show was their first show as a band too, and we played it at the same venue. So yeah, I mean to make a lot of words into a short amount, we're just good friends with those guys, and we're waiting for their guitarist Keegan to get back so we can do more shows with them.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I was going to say something too. Shit, it's not important. It'll come back to me.
Okay. But I just want to point out, you guys played alongside El Nino for their 25th anniversary. Was that the Wildwood?
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like playing alongside El Nino?
Dude, that was absolutely insane. Those guys were so fun. Like, I talked to both, I forget his name, but the vocalist, he's a really cool guy. He's their new vocalist. Super cool guy. Told me to like link our stuff to him. But playing alongside those guys was really fun. And then playing alongside all the other bands like A Killer's Confession, those guys were really fun too. Like with their shirt, what their shirt say? Like, save a
It
kid.
said, save a kid, kill a pedophile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which
That shit was cool.
I might be bold saying this. We believe in that at Wyvern. We don't fuck with pedophiles. If we see you, we're coming for you.
Yeah, take that, Drake.
Oh yeah.
I'm wearing an OVO shirt. I need to burn this.
Pedophiles, animal abusers, anybody who
Women abusers.
women abusers.
Yeah, we don't believe in domestic violence. Basically, we just want everybody to live in peace, and we don't believe in fucked up shit around here.
Yeah.
So I want to make a comment about Wildwood. So Wildwood holds a very special place in my heart. When I was 16 and I first got my license, I went to my first metal show out there. It was Fit for an Autopsy and I don't know, somebody else. But being that place was my first place that I went to a metal show for, and then we ended up playing at that place, was actually a really cool experience.
It's like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
was awesome.
fucking crazy.
Yep.
And just to add on to that, that was actually one of my first shows I went with my dad. We watched them play Worst Impressions and Non Grata.
Oh yeah, with the Fit
Yeah.
for an Autopsy.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was
I
the-
didn't go to that one.
Yeah. So I want to point out, the band, is it named after the dragon?
Yes.
The Wyvern?
The person who's missing is the one who suggested that name, and we had like 5 different names, and on Facebook Messenger we had 5 names, and we just went. It was like a tournament bracket, and we went through each name, and we ended up ending on Wyvern. Basically, it just came down to I was doing a lot of Apple Music searches to see if there was any other bands named that, and Wyvern just seemed to stick. Everybody liked that one, and it's nice. It's one word. It rolls off the tongue pretty good when people pronounce it right. But we're used to it. Wyvern, we don't care as long as come out, see a show. We're happy to see you.
Can you list us some of the other names you had on the wall?
Oh yeah. So we had Under the Fire, Born to Suffer, which that was my suggestion, and I love that. But people thought it sounded too close to Left to Suffer, which I understand. John over here wanted us to be called Jim Jones Kool-Aid, and he was ready to die on that hill, which I appreciate his determination for that name, but
That's more of like a hardcore band's name, I think, though.
we'd still be at the Hilltop Closet had that been our name.
There's actually a band called Jim Jones in Iowa.
Yes.
So,
Really?
yeah.
Yes.
So you heard about that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, I haven't. I on YouTube when we were doing the name choices, when I was searching up the band names, they popped up, and I'm like, well, even if we did agree on this, it'd be too close to the one band. So,
And it's funny, I actually interviewed them.
did you?
Yeah. They are one of the most
They
fucked
kick
up.
ass?
They're fucked up. I asked them what their final meal was. One of them said a bucket of blood.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, they're messed up, but in a good way.
That's fair enough. I respect it.
But yeah, what can you tell us about a man named Dylan Delmont? Does that name ring any bells?
Yeah, he put us on the first show, and we appreciate him for putting us out to the public.
Right on.
Yeah.
And recently, what can you say about Matt Moody?
We just want to send our condolences to Matt Moody's family, and what the Village Theater is doing to honor his memory is so fucked up. And we at Wyvern do not support that. To call him an unpaid volunteer just boils my blood, because literally when we did an EP release party there, and he did everything. So when they're calling him an unpaid volunteer, like, I'm getting worked up thinking about it. So I hopefully the people who run it now, hopefully they're unsuccessful in their ventures, and you can quote that from Blake from Wyvern.
I didn't know him all too well. I only had a couple interactions with the fella, but he was really kind, down-to-earth guy. Yeah, he was so kind. Like, I don't know, he didn't approach me at first. I approached him because he looked like he was working on stuff. I don't know. I don't know all that sound stuff personally, but yeah, biggest condolences to him and his family, or to his family. He was a really, really nice guy from the very few interactions that I had.
Yeah, it's very, very tough thing to grasp, especially what they said.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to get out of that hole a little
absolutely.
bit. So moving on, another person, what can you say about a guy named Cat Ziggy, or in other words, Psychedelices?
Oh, a lady named Kat?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the homie. She's got us for some pictures she did for us. She's been there at our first, second, and I think a few of our other shows.
She's been to at least 3 shows.
Yeah, at least 3 shows.
She's done a lot of pictures for us. She's a very nice person, and we appreciate everything she's done for a band, especially when we were a new band starting out and nobody who knew who the fuck we were. She was there to take pictures for us and
Just helped us out.
make us feel like rock stars when we put them on our Facebook profile
Yeah, for
pictures.
real. So yeah, shout out to Kat Ziggy. We always appreciate you, buddy. As she would say, meow.
Really, yeah? All right. So I just want to point out for each of you, can you list a few bands that inspired you to go into the music, just the scene?
Oh boy.
You got really excited over here.
Let's go in a circle.
All right, in a circle. Yeah, from the
George.
beginning.
I'm gonna say Metallica, of course. That was the first band. I won't say AC/DC because I don't really. Their stuff is kind of repetitive, but there's a lot of bands like that, so I guess it flows. Avenged Sevenfold is a big one for me. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I think they're awesome. And getting into the heavier stuff, I know Meshuggah and After the Burial were big ones for me as well.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Let's see. That's kind of a hard one. There's a lot, really.
Here comes a band we don't know.
Absolutely.
Let's hear it.
One of my favorite bands, unfortunately, their vocalist Ken or Nick is not going to be with them anymore. Is 12 Foot Ninja. They're just a very obscure band. They have all different kinds of types of music in one song alone. They'll switch it up from like metal to like jazz to funk and go right back to metal. Also bands like After the Burial, Bind the Sacrifice. They Entheos even. Cheney Crabbe. She's one of my favorite vocalists. Like her highs are insane. I think that's kind of how I want to model my highs after. But there's so many to list that I can't even think anymore. But yeah, those guys for sure.
Right on.
I second John, wow, there's a lot of bands that really push me to do what I do, but, we're going to start off from the beginning. Slipknot is what got me into everything. And then I moved on to things like Fit for an Autopsy. Shout out to those guys. Holy shit, those guys are good. After the Burial, All That Remains. We got Polaris. Holy shit, they are such a good band. There's a tiny little band called Wrath that really resonates within me. Fuck. Dude. All right, but seconding that, what got me into playing guitar, I'm a drummer, but what got me into playing guitar was, like really heavily, was the local band Post AD. Their riffs. Their riffs.
I interviewed them too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those are good guys.
I only interviewed Zach, the lead singer. That's not Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas.
That's right.
I used to work with him at
Was
Best
it Thomas?
Buy.
It was his name? It started with an Andrew.
Andrew, that's
I
the
interviewed
guitarist.
I interviewed Andrew.
I worked with him at Best Buy too.
You did?
I worked with Thomas and Andrew at Best Buy when I was like 16.
Chase was also here tonight too. Chase was here.
Really?
Yeah, their guitarist. Chase.
Everyone's here.
Oh yeah. A lot of people here tonight.
And
it's pretty
Dane.
fun.
They're,
Yeah, and Dane. Yeah.
We should also mention some people play in multiple bands.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So,
Most
you know.
definitely, yeah.
My bands that got Metallica made me pick up a guitar. Slipknot made me want to make my riffs heavier, and then the bands I really like are like some old bands. Like I fuck with Steely Dan, Squealy Dan if you're in the metal community. I think they're the most overrated or not underrated band. Like people sleep on them. And then some modern stuff that I listen to is like Gideon, The Ghost Inside. Fucking killer bands, dude. Fucking just listen to them all day long.
For sure. And speaking of,
I got one more band. All right, there's this band from Texas. It's called I Am. Fuck.
Speaking of Texas,
I am?
Kublai Khan.
Kublai Khan, bro.
Kublai Khan.
Kublai
Yeah,
Khan
fuck
is
yeah.
so fucking good, bro. Like they're like Knocked Loose but heavier. Like if you like Knocked Loose but you want it heavier, Kublai Khan.
Okay, you can talk to us about music all day, but what's your next question?
So actually, speaking of music, I wanted to talk to George. Are you a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony?
I am. Crazy Bone follows me on Twitter. Not that I use Twitter anymore, but he follows me on Twitter for some reason. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Crazy Bone, Gabriel Iglesias.
Really? Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah, Andy Milonakis has me blocked, so that's that. I used to watch the Andy Milonakis show growing up, but I'm going to boycott that because he blocked me for no reason. Yeah, I like Bone Thugs.
Of course. And I also want to mention, you're not from Iowa.
I'm originally from Oakley, California, but I moved here. Yeah, I moved here when I was less than a year old. Lived in I don't know where we moved to first. Maybe we stayed in Chicago for like a little bit with family, and then moved to East Moline. I've been there for 26 years.
And what do you like about East Moline? Is it better, worse?
My experiences have been okay. I haven't had anything bad happen to me. I like it. It's a cool place.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So, the bass player isn't here.
No, he's gone.
What's his name?
Zach.
Zach. So Zach's not here. Did he work at Casey's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I don't know much about his Casey's, but he's from a little town where there's like 10 people that live there. I know there's more, so Provincetown, I'm sorry.
He's named after too.
He's named, his dad, since he's not here, I'll say this, his dad legally named him Zach Wild Pritchard. And he told me that was named number 2. His dad wanted to name him Cliff Burton Pritchard, but his mom wasn't going for it. So Zach Wild was what it got stuck with.
And is he a fan of Alborn?
Oh, dude.
He's the hugest.
Okay, this dude, and I like Alborn myself, but this dude, fucking every 2 sentences has Alborn's name in it, but it's because he's from the same city as them. But they're good. They're fucking killer, and I like that they're putting the Quad Cities on the map.
Just to put this on record, he'll bring them up every now and then, and I like to do this thing where I'm like, who's that? And it gets him worked up. I know who they are, but it gets him worked up, and he goes off about who they are, where they're from. It's a good time, but we love Zach.
And I also wanted to bring back, since he worked at Casey's, did you know he worked at UPS?
Yes. Yeah, so actually, funny story about the UPS thing. Me, George, and Nick have been playing together for like 2-3 years, trying to find the rest of a band. And we've just been jamming in Nick's basement, trying to make songs. And we hit Zach up to play bass for us like 2 years ago. And he said he couldn't do it because of work. And that was when he was working at UPS. So that's just a fun fact. When he quit that job, he was able to come play bass for us.
Wow. So, speaking of Nick, I just wanted to mention, have you worked at Panera, Icy Bubbles, and Target?
You worked at Icy Bubbles?
I did work at Icy Bubbles. That
I
job was a
knew
lot
there
of
was
fun,
something
but it
up
was
with him.
back-breaking. So, you know, chopping the ice cream, you're bent over all the time. That sucked. But Target was a good job. I got a nice tan in the summer, freeze my balls off in the winter because I was a cart getter. Panera, I made like all the sandwiches and stuff. That was pretty fun. I met a lot of cool people there. It was a really good time.
Really cool. And also, I want to mention, you're in Blackhawk College?
No. So I dropped out because
What major were you in?
I wanted to major in criminal justice, but after police department stopped, like,
Recruiting from that.
like, they didn't require college anymore.
Oh.
So you used to have like a 2 or 4 year degree to get hired at a police department, but they don't have to do it anymore.
Now they're just hiring everyone.
Yeah. Well,
That's how they hired him.
yeah, that's how they hired me.
So I also want to mention Rocket League. You're a fan of Rocket League?
I am a huge fan of Rocket League.
Did your dad yell at you while you played Rocket League?
He did. I was playing Rocket League and he called me. Oh, what did he say? Lazy ass motherfucker or something. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. You're
We
a
love
teenager.
Dennis the Menace
Yeah,
around
we
here.
love Dennis. He's been there for every show. He helps me load all my gear. He's a good guy.
I asked him one time if he thought Nick was a good drummer. He was like, "No, he's okay."
I second that.
So I just want to mention, Rocket League, what's your choice of car?
Octane.
Octane. There we go.
Yes.
I have a friend from Lucas. I hate this guy, by the way. This guy is a total dick. But he plays Rocket League all the time. And he would, I don't know what his deal is, but he loves Rocket League.
People get really worked up over that game. They break stuff, you know.
Oh my god.
Your dad got worked up for you.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah.
Dennis
I guess
turned
so.
into the Menace, and he was ready to come at Nick.
Yes, he was.
So for John, I also wanted to mention, in your words, you move furniture?
Not anymore. I used to. I pretty much do the same line of work. I'm just installing appliances, basically. Moving and installing appliances.
Right on. And you left a review on your own band?
Yeah, these guys fucking stink, dude.
This fucking guy. I'll tell you what, John, we love him to death, but he's the biggest wild card I've ever met in my life. Like, he'll fucking hit you with some shit that makes you just turn your head and be like, what did he just say?
On Facebook.
He left a review?
Man, I heard these guys stink.
Oh.
Something like that. Yeah, I was like, I heard these guys
Well,
stink.
tell him the backstory behind these guys stink. So,
yeah.
I'll say it. Fuck it. So basically, in our song "Promise to Live," we have a big break in it where we like go into like kind of a slower part. And at our first 2 shows, we used to go. When it went from fast to slow, we used to go, "Oh brother, these guys stink." Oh. But then we started to just stop doing that because it was kind of tacky or whatnot. But then now, whenever John sees something with us, he goes, "These guys stink."
And I've got to keep it alive. We got to bring it back to at least one show, dude.
Yeah.
Like probably our next show, we should do it just because. Yeah. I miss it, man. I miss it.
Tell Hilltop Closet to open. We'll go do it there.
Buy Hilltop Closet.
All right, you got this. All right, that's on you, brother.
All $739 in my bank account.
I also want to mention, are you a fan of the Fallout series?
Dude, I'm a Fallout, yes.
You got the coffee?
It was so good. Yeah.
The Wasteland Coffee Crunch?
Bones Coffee. Yeah, Bones Coffee, yep. Wasteland Crunch. Oh, it was so good.
What's your level on 76?
I stopped playing 76 for a while, but my last level on 76 was like, I don't know, 50 or 60. I kind of got bored of that one because I don't really like playing that game by myself, so everyone's usually busy, so I just started playing 4. But yeah.
Right on. And what's your favorite Fallout game?
Probably 4.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely higher graphic quality.
Most stuff. The mod capacity is great. It's fun.
New Vegas is the best.
Oh yeah, naturally.
New Vegas is the best.
Everyone knows that, but like honestly, if they would have just like used their storyline, if they would have let you play past the main campaign, that'd be cool.
I'd agree. But yeah, just the whole storyline with New Vegas, insane. It's my favorite one. I play that hours.
Big time.
I'm still on New Vegas.
Are you?
I've played 4 and I play 76, but New Vegas is the best one.
SARS Legion or
I went NCR and then I went The House Always Won and then
interview's over. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Cogstar's Legion, no, never. I've never done it.
They have a wild storyline, dude.
Yeah. It sounds messed up, dude.
It's so fucked
It's
up.
messed up.
So messed up.
Now back to the band.
Yes.
What is the future for Wyvern? We're gonna be seeing more concerts. Are we gonna be seeing more merch? Maybe a new album?
Yeah, no. So right now we have a lot of shows. Some announced, some not. And then sometime in between all that, we're gonna try to find time to record an album, like a full length. I know they're not popular right now, but just a goal of, I know me and George, we've been wanting to put out an album for like 4 years now. So we have quite a bit of songs written for it. I'd say at least half of that is ready to go. We're just trying to find some time to record these songs. Just, people keep asking us to do shows, and we keep saying yes because we want to get our name out there and people know who we are. We're trying to be a friendly face in the metal community. That's all.
Word. And for each of you, if you could have one final meal before you passed away, what would it be?
That's a tough one, but I'm going to give a shameless plug on my brother-in-law's restaurant, Sycamore, Illinois. He owns a Mexican restaurant, and the grande burrito from there is the best. There's no other like it.
One of two options. I'm going to get the churro pancakes from DeLua on the Avenue in Moline. They're fucking fire. You got to try them sometime. Or I'm going to get the, specifically from Biaggi's, it's this, chicken marsala with mashed potatoes and spinach. Oh my God, that's it. Word.
All right, there's this place in Champaign, Illinois called Slim Chickens. Some chicken tenders, some Texas toast from Raising Cane's, one of the strawberry
Shortcakes?
strawberry cheesecake desserts from Slim Chickens, and then some Whitey's vanilla ice cream.
All right.
Well, I'm originally from the Chicagoland area, so I got to go with Al's Beef. If you like Portillo's, Al's Beef invented the Italian beef sandwich. And then probably my fiance's Lady Parts.
There we go. You're going to go anyway. Might as well. And my final question for you guys. What would you tell the young and aspiring musicians who want to do what you guys are doing right now?
I would say keep at it. Practice as much as you can when you're younger, because once you get out of high school, college, you're not going to have as much time working a normal job, Just keep practicing. Eventually, you'll find your group of guys, your group of mix of people that you can make music with. And no matter what it looks like, just keep going.
Well, if I could say anything, just like Jake says from Adventure Time, you got to really suck at something to be really good at something. So even if you sound like shit at first, don't stop. Don't give up. I sound like shit. I mean, I sounded like shit. I'm not going to say that I sound like shit. I don't think that I sound the best personally, but I know that the talent is there. It's a matter of working on it, harnessing it, and just busting ass for it, just like George said.
I would say practice. Come to all these metal shows, try to meet new people, make friends, see who you can, connect with. When I joined the band, I was still playing drums on fucking Rock Band. I didn't know how to play the drums yet, so
Damn.
I mean, these guys brought me together, but definitely practice.
Yeah, I would kind of go with what George said. Don't give up. You're gonna hit 10 million fucking hiccups. You're gonna find people to play with, and something's not gonna work out. And I've done it. It's very easy to just say this isn't gonna work out, and then eventually, something will shake, and you just gotta stick with it. Keep writing music. Keep doing whatever it takes to stay in it, because it's the easy way out is to just give up when something doesn't go your way. And unfortunately, in trying to be a metal band in today's world where the music scene is dominated with hip-hop and other types of music, you just got to stick with it, and eventually you'll find a good group of guys to play with, and things will start to shake.
Thank you guys so much for being here, being a thing in the first place. I love the message, by the way. Fuck the pedos, fuck all of them.
Oh yeah, hey, Wyvern's coming for you pedophiles. We're gonna find you one day. We're gonna get your ass, so just stay put. We're coming.
There we go. Thank you guys so much for being with us today. This was amazing, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Iowa Metal Underground.